All right, everybody. I don't know, just got a wild hair to do this. It's a project that me and Bogey are going to work on together here. Huh, buddy? That's right. Okay, so here's the deal. We've got a lot of trees on this property, as you can see. Sorry about the sun. And it rains down big time amounts of acorns and other crap out of these trees. And we are hard at it. You can see the back of the pickup is full of leaves and pine straw, probably some acorns in there, and pine cones. But the issue is, I mean, this is just one day, 5 loads with our leaf sweeper. And so I have bought a leaf blower mulcher. And the plan is to make it so that I can mulch this stuff up and make it smaller, of course, to go into there, going through that guy. All right, so the plan is, of course, that's where it's going to go in. So the leaves will go through there. This cover comes off, of course. But then down here, we'll have the output go down through this, it's 1/2 inch, I think, or 3/8 plywood. I'm going to make a hole for that to go down through, again, the outlet. The board with a screen, I will make screen. There will be openings in that board with screen. And then that'll sit right there. And then I will feed through a hopper type system to go in there. And hopefully chop that stuff down a lot smaller and ease our pain just a little bit. It has been a lot of work, and so my goal is to cut down on that. So follow along. This is just me making it out of my head, so I'm sure there's people that have better ideas or better ways to do it. This is just how I'm doing it, and I'm gonna share it with you. Thanks. All right, so you can see in the intro there, I've already prepared the board, found the center of it, and basically what I need to do is cut openings in this in quadrants, of which is going to get wire mesh to seal them off. And then of course the center hole will be right here. So, and that's to allow, there's a lot of pressure that leaf blower puts out. So obviously you've got to have somewhere for a lot of that air to go. And the whole idea of this thing is to keep the leaves in and let the air out. So what I'm using here is just a 5-gallon bucket lid to get my my half circles or quarter circles that I need on each quadrant. So just kind of using what you have around. All right, the 5-gallon bucket thing didn't give me the right arc here because from the center I can't go more than 9 inches out from the center because then you get to the edge of the bucket. So you want these vent holes, basically, these quadrants, to be, of course, inside the circumference of that. So I'm limiting it to 9 inches, and I went to the center stud in the middle with a piece of string, and I have it set to go about 9 inches. And so basically the way this works is you just put the pen in the loop that you have there, hold it straight up and down, and make your arc. And I mean, it's not exact science, but it'll work. Okay? All of the drawing for the cutting is on there. I've shaded the one area. That is the part that will get cut out. And there will be 4 of those that'll get screen in them. And hopefully I've made them large enough to allow enough air out of the thing. The total diameter of the trash barrel is about 22 inches. The diameter of this circle to the outside is at 17. So well within inside the walls of the trash barrel and a fairly large opening. You can see in the center here, this is not going to get cut out here. All of this is going to stay. This is going to stay. stay, stay, and stay. Because in this center is where we're going to have the big hole for the leaf blower to go in right there. And so we need some wood for support there for when you have that resting in the middle. So there's another step. So there they are cut out, 4 pieces. Next thing will be to put the center hole in here. And then I think I'm going to be ready to do some screening. I will be putting some reinforcement pieces, beams we could call them, around the edge, just to help keep this from being flimsy, and also to help it, the vibration, help keep it on the can. You know, when it's sitting down there, it can't slide off one way or the other. So I'll show that when I get to it. There you go. Okay, so there's the center hole now cut in it, right there. And then this is what you get. Like that. And I'll make it so that it'll sit straight when it's running, but yeah, this is coming together the way I want it. All right, so everything cut out, and now the sides that I mentioned that are going to add some reinforcement so it's not as flimsy onto the barrel. And now you can see maybe that it'll stay on there and not slide off. So the next thing I'm doing is putting the screening on, and I've already made this little rest that the handle of the blower will sit on. So coming up next, screen. Okay, so I got the screen laid in there. It's not fully stapled in just yet, but I wanted to show you something that I'm going to use. You probably have some of this stuff laying around from packages of things you've purchased, and you usually just cut them off and throw them away. I'm going to use these as kind of like staple reinforcements. So I'll line these out in strategic spots and then staple through this and then through the screen to kind of have a little helper to not tear the screen later. The screen's in place, and the prop for the blower slash mulcher. So I'm going to place this in there now. There you go. There it is in place. Kind of a side view. So the intake being where that orange cap is. And that's going to be the next thing, is to, I've got the pipe for it right there. But I'm going to make a way for that to come out and then have a hopper right here that you just scoop leaves into. So we'll see what happens. That's next. All right, here we go. We're just about ready for blast off. So you can see the little white stand there, which is for a tub, which is what will be used to transport the pile from the ground to this contraption. All right, I'm going to set this up so it can view from a little bit of a distance so I don't ruin my phone. All right, we're ready for blast off. All right, so it's working. I think I got a pine cone in there that got it jammed, but seems to work pretty good. It didn't blow apart. There is some debris that comes out, so probably a dust mask would be something good to do. All right.